Okay. Holy moly. It is warm, warm, warm. Okay. Okay. Howdy, welcome to This Quiet Life. I'm Carrie, and I'm glad you've decided to join me. This week I want to talk about the unending list of things to do in the garden or even outside. So you mark one thing off your list and 3 more get added, and it's just a constant. For me, it feels like a constant weighing of I've got so much to do. And then on top of all of that, for me, I got sick, and I've been sick for a week. And so in that whole week, I had probably 1 day that I was able to get out in the garden, and the next day I paid for it. I felt terrible again. So that meant a lot of things didn't get done. So what I've learned to do, rather than stress out about all the stuff that needs to get done, is make a list and choose the things that I can get done today. And for some people, that may be a lot more than others. For me, it's not a lot because I work full time, and so I have to I have to be realistic about what I can get done, and I have to be flexible about the things that don't get done that were on the list that I thought maybe I would get done that day. Garlic scapes were one of those things that has needed to be done for 2 weeks, and I just haven't been able to get to them. And in next week's video, you'll see me explain about cutting garlic scapes and what they are. But I finally did it today in the heat. It is 84 right now, and the sun. So if you're not familiar with living in the mountains, the sun is a lot hotter and intense because there's no humidity, so it doesn't kind of buffer the heat of the sun. And so oftentimes the sun will be like 125 degrees. Like if you're standing in the sun, it's 125 degrees. And so it gets hot here. While the shade temperature may be lower because it does get cooler in the shade, not out in the direct sunlight is so hot. Because of that and a few other things, here in the high desert, we have to water more often. Some people say water once a week, deep, but all my plants would be dead if I did that. So I have to water more often, and when it gets up to 100, I have to water every day. And so I just adjust my schedule, my watering schedule accordingly to the temperature and how much sun we're gonna get. We don't really have rainy days here in the summer. We may have a thunderstorm in the afternoon when it gets really hot, but we don't really have days that are rainy. And so we have to make sure that we get out in the early morning or in the evening, and that's when I do most of my work anyway, is the evening. But I've gotten off track. I'm rambling. So for that list of things to do, here's what I suggest, and I know I'm repeating myself, but brain dump it all onto a piece of paper, so it's not just floating around in your head and it pops up every once in a while. Put it all on a piece of paper, and when something new comes up, write it on that list, and then choose the things that you can do today, because obviously you can't do them all, and you will continually be adding to that list. So do what you can. And like, I need to weed onions, and I need to make up a bug spray. and spray everything because things are getting eaten and I'm not sure what's eating them. So I need to get some bug spray made up so I can get the grasshoppers that'll leave my plants alone, because the diatomaceous earth doesn't do anything for them. So excuse me. Excuse me. So do what you can, and it may not all get done this year, and that's fine. It's okay. It's okay for it not to be perfect. It's okay for it not to be best. It's okay. And so we still have food at the end of the season, and that's all that really matters. You may not have all the food you wanted, but you still have food. Like, I may not get cucumbers, and I really want cucumbers, and so but I still will have other food. My squashes and pumpkins are jiving. The peas are actually almost done, and the tomatoes are looking good. I have one tomato, that one that's been droopy. I'm not sure if it's going to make it. I'm still not sure if it's going to make it. I do still have a backup over here for it. So, yeah. So, you know, I have a flower bed that I want to plant cut flowers in, and I don't know that it's going to happen this year. I've been waiting on parts for the irrigation system for a while, and they should be here Tuesday or Wednesday finally, so I can get that done. But am I going to have enough time to plant? I mean, am I going to have enough time for the flowers to grow and bloom before it freezes in our short growing season? I don't know, but we'll find out. So it's okay. It's okay if not everything gets done. It's okay if not everything's perfect. thanks for joining me, and I hope you have an amazing day. And I hope you get some of your list done today. Or maybe tomorrow.